Welcome to a new guitar tutorial. The most requests that I get are for songs by Greta and Fleet, so here's a new one from their upcoming album. It's called The Falling Sky. If you're interested in sheet music of the song, you can go to my Patreon page. There you can download a full transcription, including tabs and regular notation. And if you enjoyed the lesson, please hit subscribe, ring the bell, leave a like and drop me a line in the comments to support my channel. The song is in the key of D minor and it's played with a drop D tuning, so you have to tune down the low E string a whole step. So the tuning for the guitar is D, A, D, G, B and E. But it's also possible to play the song in regular tuning if you leave out the low string in two cases. The riff starts with a D power chord. So we have the low D string, the A string, the D string, and I would recommend to add the first finger on the second fret of the G string. And here's the first modification. If you're playing the intro riff in regular tuning, you just have to leave out the lower string, which will work also. You lose a bit of bottom end, but it will work. But if you have a drop D tuning, use the low D string, and then the riff goes like this. So we're starting with the D power chord, then we're playing the D string again, then up to the third fret of the D string, and here we're doing a pull off, down to the open string, then we pick the D string again, and then we're going back up to the third fret. And the rhythm is 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3. Then we're going to the second fret of the D string, pull off to the open D string, and then we're picking the open A string. And here's a double hammer-on. First we do a hammer-on the second fret, then a hammer-on the third fret, and then we're back on our D power chord, and here we're picking the D string and the second fret of the G string. So the riff, the first bar of the riff. One more time. 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and. Then the second bar of the intro riff starts with the same chord. Then we were playing also the open D string, then pull off from the third fret of the D string back down to the open D string. And then we're going up to the second fret of the G string. And then we have a double pull-off starting on the third fret, down to the second fret, down to the open string. And then we're going back up to the second fret of the G string again, and another pull-off down to the open G string. Then down to the third fret of the D string, second fret of the D string, and the second bar ends on the third fret of the A string. So the complete second bar. And these two bars are played 4 times as an intro of the song, and there's only a slight modification on the last bar. On the last bar, you're doing a bluesy bend on the third fret of the A string. So the last bar of this 8-bar intro riff goes like this. And then the verse starts, and the verse isn't too hard to play in a technical way, but the rhythm might feel a bit odd. The verse goes like this: 2, 3, 4, 1. So the first chord is on one end, one E end, and it's a D power chord once again. So we have the open D string, the second fret of the G string, and the third fret of the B string. 1 E and E, 2 E. The second chord is on 2 E. 1 E and E, 2 E and E. Then on 3 we're playing the third fret of the A string. 3 E and E. This is repeated on 3 E and E. And then on 4 E we're playing the open D string, the open A string. And then we're going up to the third fret of the A string again, where we're doing this bluesy bending again. So the complete first bar of the verse part: 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and E. And I would recommend that you first try to figure out the rhythm. So practice this part with a metronome or with a drum groove, so that you learn to hear the rhythm. And I guess then it won't be too hard to fit this into the song, but otherwise the rhythm might fool you a little bit. The second part of the verse starts in the same way with the two chords: 1 E and E, 2 E and E, and then we have a run starting on beat 3. 3 E and E, 4 E and. So we have the fifth fret of the D string going down to the third fret of the D string. Here we're doing a pull off down to the open D string. Then we're playing the fifth fret of the A string, which is the same note. And then up to the third fret of the D string again. Then one more time pull off to the open D string. And then we have this bluesy bending on the third fret of the A string again. So the second bar of the verse part: 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and. One more time. And the complete 2-bar riff: 2, 3, 4, 1. And this 2-bar riff is played 4 times, with also a slight variation in the last bar. In the last bar we don't go to the third fret of the A string. Here we're repeating the D string, so the last bar of the verse part goes like this: 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and. So the D is repeated. And then there's a pre-chorus part, and the pre-chorus part goes like this. We are starting on the 6th fret of the B string and the 7th fret of the G string, which is played twice. And then we're going down to the 5th fret of the B string, and we're staying on the 7th fret of the G string. Then we're going down to the 5th fret of the G and the B string. Here we can use the 3rd and the 4th finger. And this is also played twice. And then we're going down to the 3rd fret of the B string, and we're staying on the 5th fret of the G string. So the complete first bar. Then we're playing a D minor triad with the 6th fret of the B string, the 7th fret of the D string, and the 7th fret of the G string. And after that we're releasing the 2nd finger, and we're going to the 5th fret of the B string. And then there's a G major triad, 5th fret of the D string, 4th fret of the G string, and the 3rd fret of the B string. So one more time this bar: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we're playing a B major triad, third fret of the D, G and the B string. And then we're doing a slide up to the fifth fret of the same three strings. So we have a C major triad. And the pre-chorus ends with a hammer-on the D minor triad again. So with the sixth fret of the B string and the seventh fret of the D and the G string. So the last two bars, 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and E, 1 E. One more time. 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and E, 1 E and E, 2. And then we let this D minor triad ring for the rest of the bar. So the complete pre-chorus part one more time. 2, 3, 4 and. 4 and 1, 2, 3. And then the chorus part starts. And the chorus part is basically the riff that we played during the intro of the song, but the root notes are changing. We're starting on the D minor or the D power chord, so the first bar is played in the same way as in the beginning of the song. But in the second bar, the root note is changing to C, so we're playing the third fret of the A string. We're muting the D string, but it's okay if the G string is ringing a bit. And then the rest of the bar is played in the same way as the second bar in the intro riff. Then in the third bar, the root note is going down to B flat, so we have the first fret of the A string. And here it's okay if the D string is ringing a little bit. And the rest of the bar is played in the same way as the first bar of the riff. And in the last bar, the root note is a G, and here we have to play the fifth fret because of the drop D tuning. If you're playing the song in regular tuning, you have to use the third fret. But I have a drop D tuning, so it's the fifth fret. And after this low G, the rest of the bar is played in the same way as in the beginning of the song. So the complete chorus part goes like this. And these 4 bars are played twice. After that, there's another verse part which is played in the same way, another pre-chorus part which we can play in the same way, and another chorus section, all played in the same way. And then the harmonica solo starts, and the counting for the harmonica solo goes like this. 2, 3, 4, 1. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 4, 1, 2, 1. So we're starting on one end again with the D minor triad, the same D minor triad that we played before, the 7th fret of the D string, of the G string, and the 6th fret of the B string. And the second chord, for the second chord, we only removed the second finger, so we have the 7th fret of the D and the G string and the 5th fret of the B string. And then there's a G chord. Here you can play the open D, the open G string, and the 3rd fret of the B and the high E string. So the first 2 bars, 3, 4, 1, and 2, E and E, 3, 4, and this G chord is held for the during the next bar. And these 2 bars are basically repeated, but the 4th bar is only a 2/4 bar, so the bar 3 and bar 4 go like this: 1 and 2, E and E, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1. So there are only 2 beats in this 4th bar. Then the 5th bar starts also in the same way: 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4. And then we're playing the open A string, going up to the 3rd fret of the A string. Then one more time the open A string, going up to the 5th fret of the A string. So bar 5 goes like this: 3, 4, 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and E. Then the 2 chords are repeated. And then a single note line starting on the 7th fret of the D string. So we have the 7th fret of the D string, 5th fret of the G string, back to the 7th fret of the D string, then up to the 7th fret of the G string, and then we're doing a hammer on from the 5th to the 7th fret of the G string, and the line ends on the 8th fret of the B string. So combined with the 2 chords, 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and. One more time. 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and. Then next part, once again the 2 chords: 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and. Here we're playing the open A string again, going up to the 3rd fret of the A string, open A string again, 3rd fret of the A string again, and then we're playing a D power chord, open D string, 2nd fret of the G string, and the 3rd fret of the B string. So this bar one more time: 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and. Then the next bar is played in the same way like the first bar: 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and 4. And then the next bar is once again the 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4. Now in the next bar we're repeating the single note line. Then the next bar is repeating the bar with the D power chord in the end. And then the whole thing ends in this way. We're going to B major chord again, like we were doing in the pre-chorus part. And here's also a slide up to the 5th fret, so we have a C major chord. Then the 8th fret of the B string, 5th fret of the B string, and then we have this hammer on to the D minor chord again. So the last 3 bars of the harmonica solo go like this: 3, 4, 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and E, 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and E, 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3, 4. And then there's a little drum fill or something like that. And then we're back in the chorus part, and the chorus is played twice at the end. And the whole song ends with a repetition of this line that is played in the 2nd bar of the chorus riff. So the ending of the song goes like this. we're starting in the way that we're used to. We have the G, the 5th fret of the low D string, 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3. And after the pull off from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret of the D string, we're not going down to the 3rd fret of the A string as we used to do. Here we go. Here we're going one more time up to the 2nd fret of the D string. And then we're starting the run again. One more time. And then we're ending the whole thing on a D power chord. This was the rhythm guitar part for The Falling Sky. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please hit subscribe if you haven't, ring the bell, leave a like, drop me a line in the comments if you want to support my channel, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.